We're the legends of the Stoop. We're here to advocate, educate, and inspire society. Welcome back to Legends of the Stoop. I am your host, Mike Pernice. Today, joining me on the Stoop is none other than one of my boys, Slim Trendy, or as I call him, Slim. What's up, brother? How you doing today?
Hey, good, brother. Appreciate you having me on the show. I know we've been waiting for this one forever. So,
hey, you know what they say, right? Sometimes the things that you wait on are the best things.
Hey,
so,
exactly.
And this is actually episode number 44 on the podcast. And for those of you who may not know, 44, all fours and sevens are my lucky numbers. And I believe in those numbers, man. I believe in those numbers.
All right. I respect it. Let me say what's up to the audience. As my boy said, my name's Slim. First name Khalil Young, and last name, everybody calls me Slim Trendy, or best name for me is Slim. On the show, talking about my music career. Hopefully it takes off, and some other things, interesting things. Okay, slap.
And as always, looking as fashionable as ever. I love the hat, dude. Where'd you get it?
What'd you say? Like the hat?
Yeah, bro. Where'd you get it? Where'd you cop it?
I got this from Zed's.
Always supporting local. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a Lions fan. Everything Detroit. So yeah, I had to rock this old school. This is from like '96. So
yeah, I was gonna say that's looking kind of vintage over there.
Yeah, very.
With the green brim underneath.
Yes, sir. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Only the best.
Hey, I said a green brim. Hey, vintage is out.
Dude, I just got back from Austin, and when we were down there, we went to so it's called I believe it's called the Palmer Center. It's like this big like convention center, and they had a citywide vintage sale. Now, mind you, I'm in Austin, Texas, bro. So like, you just imagine some of the shit that is out there that I'm copping.
Right.
I cop this. So I have a thing that when I go to different states, when I travel, and then I'm gonna start doing it when I go back to my international and travel, hopefully here soon. I like to collect license plates.
Oh shoot!
Right?
You hang them up or anything?
Yeah. So my goal is like when I get the man cave, right? I'm gonna we're gonna build a bar, and then behind the bar, I want the whole wall to just be the license plates from all the places that I traveled.
That's a man's dream. Like, when you build your bar, you gotta have something right there in the back.
Right, man. So like I picked up this license plate. It was a 1954 farm truck Texas license plate. It's all like rusted. They got some holes in it, man. It's fucking sweet. and then I copped this like corduroy, this blue corduroy hat, like a bright blue, and it's from Aspen. So it has like an aspen patch on it with the mountains. Bro, it is. Wait until you see me wearing it down on the south side. And
I was about to say, I might have to borrow it. You might as well cough it up for me.
Hey, anytime you need it for a photo shoot, bro, I got you. You just
it sounds like it's down my road, so I might have some, my boy.
Yeah, dude, that vintage sale was something else. Like anything you could possibly imagine. Like they had like, guns and shit there, like antique guns.
I bet.
And like clothes, jewelry. I mean, it was fucking insane, and I loved every minute of it.
That was some Pawn Star stuff. You ever seen that show?
Oh, I love Pawn Stars, man.
Yeah, that was that.
So why Lions though? Why are you repping the Lions?
Well, my dad's from Detroit and had us raised on that. So
okay.
And I got family there. I haven't been there since last year. It was the first time in 20 years.
Okay, wow.
So, yeah, so like everybody that knows me knows I'm always rocking some type of Detroit stuff. Like I literally just took a Detroit hat off to get in this video for the show to put another Detroit hat on. So I probably got different colors of them. Tigers, Redskins, Lions.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I mean, what's your thoughts then on Matty Stafford leaving and then you getting Jared Goff?
Well, for me, Matthew Stafford I always thought was underrated. I was always a big fan of him. But Jared Goff, I mean, I'm happy for Matt Stafford because he finally gets to go somewhere else.
Right.
Jared Goff, hopefully he can change our team up. I'm a fan of Jared Goff also, but I don't know. We'll see.
Dude,
Time will tell.
I mean, like, I don't put nothing past like Jared Goff, but like your head coach is kind of like fucking crazy, bro. Like he's like some of the shit he's saying out in the media, like he sounded like he's like preparing for a career in the WWE, not the NFL.
Well, he played for the Lions. He played for them, so like he knows that they can be Dan Campbell.
I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, for surely they're probably going to do better than the Steelers. I mean, we can probably guarantee that.
I don't know. I'm hyped for this football season though. I haven't been hyped in a minute. So.
Dude, same. I feel like this year, like just with so many, like the whole free agency period has just been like crazy. Then all the shit going on with Aaron Rodgers too. Like,
bro, did you just see he's actually staying with the Packers? That's crazy.
What? Did he announce that?
I just seen it on. I'm pretty sure I seen it on ESPN. It said he will spend his 2021 season with them. I mean,
well, so, I heard that he turned down like a multi, like it was a record breaking like contract and stuff that would have like basically allowed him to retire as a Packer. But yeah, I don't know if he really wants that though.
He doesn't like the guys upstairs.
Right.
That's who he's trying to get out, and they're not letting him get out. So like, it's over for him.
So I wonder if he'll pull like a Le'Veon Bell and just sit the season.
Nah.
And just do the Jeopardy shit, dude.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, I could see it since he's already won a ring, but.
Right. I mean, but he is later in his career than Le'Veon Bell was. So I guess time's ticking. Not everybody's a Tom Brady.
I mean, well, hey, Tom wanted to leave, and when he wanted to leave, he left.
Yeah, and then goes and wins the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, though.
Hey, but also talking about GOATs, right? I mean, I hear Mosh Pit might send you to the top.
I feel like that's gonna be one of the things that get me recognized for real. Once I do a video for it and stuff, like I got some ideas for some crazy stuff, and that's just like a taste of like what I really wanted to do. So.
Yeah, no, like we were talking a little bit before the show, like about how, and like you said, you've been getting these comments about how this is like truly like a representation of like your sound, but then also your brand. Because I don't know if some people who are tuning in who might not know you also do the freelance modeling on the side. And if they go and just check out your Instagram page, I mean, like it's official. Like you got a nice going page.
Appreciate that. And it's funny you said that because I was just like kind of thinking to myself, like, I need to change this stuff up. Like I need it to be like looking like really professional. Mm-hmm. So I feel like for this song, I'm gonna do like a little photo shoot for it, like some rock star type vibes.
Yeah.
And of course, when I do the video, it's gonna be crazy. Like, cause people that heard it, they were like, it's funny because I like Juice WRLD and I love like MGK. Mm-hmm. And they were like, bro, it sounds like both of them together on that song. And I was like, that's funny you said that because those are like some of my favorites. I was like, all right. So I feel like I can definitely hop into that genre, that little roadway that they're on.
Right.
And get some more stuff. Cause it's super easy to me for that type wave. Like I have lots of things like that. I don't have to think as much like I have to do with trying to make lyrics for rap and all that.
Right. Yeah, no, like I said, like again, like it's definitely more, I feel like when I heard it the first time when you texted me it, I was like, okay, all right, I see what he's doing here. Like it definitely speaks to you. Like I definitely feel like, not saying like the previous songs like weren't you, but I just feel like this is like your true self. Like you're starting to, how do I want to put it? Like come into your own, I guess is like what I'm trying to say.
You can see I was a little bit more comfortable in that. Surprisingly, because I'm yelling.
And then the freestyle at the end, which we'll play a little bit, which we'll play the snippet of.
Yes, sir.
I think that just kind of speaks the volumes to it right there,
bro. And it's crazy because like again, I started writing that when Juice died, and I didn't go into the studio and put it in the stew until February, and then and now I'm just now dropping it, which is freaking July. So when we're saying, I'm like literally
Hey, you
Uh,
gotta let some things ferment sometimes, you know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
dude, that's like me, honestly. Like, I'll sit here, like, I'll write like a poem or two, and then I won't, and then I'll like put my book away, and then I might not come back to it for like a couple months, and then I sit there and I'm like crossing shit out, like
Right,
rewriting, and then like it's never done. Like my poems are never done. That's why I like never release any of them.
right,
I'm
right, right,
always
right.
just going back and fixing them and like critiquing them and adding like this little thing,
Hmm.
and I feel like that's like kind of like the same way that a lot of you take your music, right? Is just kind of like, all right, let's we got everything written down, let's go record this, and then let's see what it hears like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then we can go back and make our adjustments until it's just right, you know,
Right, bro.
kind of like Goldilocks in her cottage.
Right, right. Hey, that's a good one. All right, we can add that to that. But bro, if you really like look at my notes, like I probably have like 1,000 notes. Like that could be songs in the studio already recorded, could have been fire, whatever. But
Right.
I mean, if you want to be a musician, like literally every day, you're just adding to notes, no matter what. You're just gonna put some in there, and then it might just stay in there forever, and then who knows? You know, like
so
for me, good.
so I well go finish up your thought, and then I have a follow-up question about juice.
Okay, all right, all right. So yeah, with me, I have so many notes all the time. So like when I would go in the studio and do a song with somebody, um, I'm just literally using whatever I wrote for a song back then, and it would just happen to go with it all the time.
Right.
So that's what those notes are literally for. Sometimes might not be for the song you think it is, and then you go and do a song with
Right.
somebody, and then it works, it fits. So
No, honestly, it's very similar to like sometimes the things that happen with me and like constructing my poems is like
mhm.
be flipping through like I'll hit like a writer's block or something, and
Yeah,
then I go and I flip through like other stuff that I've written, and then like it might be something you were like at the time you're like, oh, like I'll never use this, this was just a vent, or like, you know what I mean?
right, right,
And but then it's like, oh dude, that fits like really well if I just like change this little like bit right here. Like it's amazing how sometimes like the stuff that you think that you should just like crumple up and toss in the trash really then
mhm.
becomes like gold, right?
Right, right.
You know what I mean? It's under pressure, man. It's under pressure.
Right. That's the same as another man's trash is another man's treasure, but we'll put it in the music vibe, something like that.
Right. So, a little follow-up question I had about your inspiration with Juice after he passed. So, like, kind of just talk to me a little bit of like how that turned into a head-banging like rager that Mosh Pit is.
So with that, like, Juice has a lot of good rock star like type vibes and stuff, like things like that. And I felt like I've always listened to him even before he was famous. Like I found out about him, but with that, I just was like, geez, this beat sounds like it would be like a Juice World type vibe.
Hmm.
It sounds like he would add his little yelling and rock star kind of vibe to it too. Like one verse I said, "Karma's such a bitch, but I'm gonna be the one to bury her." That sounds like
Yeah.
something he was saying or something like
Right.
off of that. But I don't know. I just even on the freestyling part, when he used to like just freestyle, I felt like that kind of sounded like a little bit of him doing what he does just in the studio, just like offhand, and then
Hmm.
he'll drop it. You could tell he's in the studio freestyling it.
Right.
So that was a little bit that kind of contributed for him into that. And plus, it said it was like a Juice WRLD like type vibe beat anyway. So
Right.
but I felt like it was more than that when I heard it. I was like, I can literally see him doing this. And
And then slowly just envisioned yourself.
it's like, let me try my best to like try to make this sound like a little something, at least for people to be like, hold up, this sounds like him. Cause I didn't say it sounded like him or MGK or anybody.
Right.
I just kind of tallied up how many people would say it to me without
Right.
me bringing it up. So it was crazy.
So, as someone who like has listened to your other music and has just been able to talk to you, periodically, how is it that you've like came to like this realization that this is the sound that is you and like that like articulates properly your brand?
Probably it's because like with me, I'm kind of like being weird and my hair color and doing all that, acting like I'm really like a rock star vibes and stuff. Like when you see me, I'm like when you see me, I'm kind of acting a little wild and stuff. Like that's just me, you know.
Yeah, man.
I don't care. Rockstar lifestyle might not make it. I don't care if I'm fucked up one night, wake up the next, I have to get through it, face the consequences, whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like I don't have to try if I'm really doing that type of style of music.
Mm-hmm. It just kind of flows out for you.
Yeah. So like if I'm rapping on something and it sounds good, I literally had to like, I'm using my brain, like really using it.
Yeah.
But for this, I can just say something right now and it'd be like, oh yeah, that's hard. Like,
right.
That type of style.
Right. And you've been on a lot of tracks where you are rapping too. So like pretty much I would say everything that you've been on is like more geared towards like the traditional like rap genre.
That you heard.
Yeah, right.
You heard,
well,
yeah.
This is true. We know we know your vault is full. But this is I would say definitely is your first breakaway from your tradition. And I guess like how does that feel for you? Like are you a little I guess like nervous or like are you like how are you feeling about like breaking away from I guess what you've been used to?
Bro, for me, the songs I was doing, then when I was able to do shows, like I just jumped in the crowd. I was like, man, I need to make something where I can jump in the crowd and be like, like doing something like that. So I'm just like, bro, I need to make something where I can do that. That sounds like a concert field,
right?
Mosh pit. You know, I'm literally telling them brass knuckles, broken nose, whatever. You know, because that's what happens. That's what I really want. Like I want to see that type vibe. You know, so I'm trying to like I'm gonna keep like doing some stuff and building up and try to get back into every other, but I'm just trying to be all around, like an all around artist is what I want to be.
Yeah, we want to be a one-stop shop where people can come and sample different styles of
a musician, very versatile.
Yeah, right, right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and let's play a little bit of this sample for the audience so they can also headbang at home with us as we do. Let me get this all set up.
Rockstar lifestyle.
All right, let's get ready to bang.
Seeing the whole dang Lilith. Baby, I got cold intentions, I can bring a blizzard. Cartier, my lenses red tint like it's Clifford. You say I can rock, well my fans beg to differ. Broken limbs, bloody nose, pit fights, clear the roads. Brass knuckles, whose are those? Dead bodies, I suppose. Petals fall, dead rose. Broken toes, ripped clothes. A slimmy had a show, I promise her life would decompose. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Believe in me.
And that's where we're gonna
cut it. Fact. Fun fact, real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out Raindrop Really and JL for putting a voice on the ending right there for that. Because it was funny when we recorded, I was like, man, I need something like to end it with some more singing guys or whatever. And,
I can't headbang all the way to the end.
Right. You gotta take a break and listen to that, and we're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I asked them to do it since he was on his way. I was like, man, throw your voice in there. JL, throw your voice in there. So shout out them for doing that at the end.
Yeah, dude. Like we talked about in the beginning, I think this really has the potential to really be like your highlight, right? Like I mean, this is, in my opinion, I think this is definitely what's gonna get you known this summer. I mean, bars are back open, you know what I mean? Concerts are happening again. I mean, this is a perfect timing.
Hey,
to drop
slime season, slim season. Let's get it going, man. Thanks.
So talk to me a little bit about like the marketing campaign you have going behind this, the music video. So like, how are we promoting it? How are we like attracting viewership? What's kind of the plan behind the scenes now that the product is out there?
Okay, so probably like a month ago, I let a few of the guys that do videos. I let them hear it. I sent it to them. They was like, "Oh, this sounds crazy, like next level." And like I had like an idea, but I sent it to them because they got crazy ideas that can make it look different.
Right.
And I was like, this is something that literally, because you got to have something for the audience, like that meets their eye.
Right.
Something that's going to be weird and whatever. You want to keep seeing it and catch your attention. So that's what I'm trying to do with that. And then once I put the money into the video, I'm going to start putting into the marketing phrase and stuff. But I'm already trying to reach out to Spotify and stuff to put it into major playlists.
Oh, okay, nice.
So that would help out worldwide,
right.
Not just nationwide, worldwide. And then when the video comes out, everybody will like, bro.
Yeah. Can you like elaborate a little bit on like the process of like getting it on those Spotify like major playlists? Like what do you have to go through?
Well, really about that, like you have to, IG is a big thing for it. Just like you have to find a certain people that are doing playlists, and some usually will charge you a lot and do whatever just so you can get it on there. But like
right,
the major ones, again, like I said,
like
you gotta pay to play. You gotta pay to play.
Right. Like are we talking like about like Rap Caviar, for example?
Yeah, or there's a couple other ones on there. I forgot the names right now. So the hip hop one, the most necessary.
Okay. Yeah.
Playlist. So like that stuff. I mean, I want to see. That's what I'm trying to get onto.
Right.
Even if anything under them, because they're the top, like they're top ones. So anything under them, trying to pay to play and get into some things that would be worth it. Because once you get into those, then you're automatically worldwide.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, because the viewership on those playlists is, God, in the millions.
Yeah, I feel like I can even get it on like big rock playlists and stuff like that. Some things like that they'll like.
Now, like one thing that I've always wondered is like, what is the relationship, I guess, between like, for example, like Whammo, Kiss, or like 100.7, like what's the relationship like between like the local radio companies and like our local rappers? Can you speak to that at all?
Well, the only thing for Whammo was actually, I've been on Whammo for like a while now, so I'm still trying to find out how you could get to Kiss, because that'd be cool to be on Kiss also. But Whammo, I feel like they're pretty lenient. You just have to send it to them, and if they really like it, they'll play it. Yeah.
Nice. And then
but
does that go
along
with any like marketing campaign or anything, or they just like it's just on the air and that's all they do for you?
No, so like if you have DistroKid and stuff like that, which is the big place that really dishes your music out to every store, you know, they'll mark it as you're being on the radio, and then of course you may be paid for it. But other than just being on the radio for that, it's really local. You would have to get bigger people like Hot 97 and stuff like that, like in New York and other places like that play worldwide.
Right, gotcha.
Because Whammo doesn't play like nationwide, worldwide, any like that. So that's just the biggest one in the city for us,
Right, and it's like as soon as you're like 20 miles outside the city, that static just kills the vibe.
Right, I forgot you gotta be once you hit Squirrel Hill, you can listen to that. But say I was living in Washington, we tried to listen to Whammo and couldn't.
Yeah, bro. That's like I was born and raised out in Plum, and that's where I grew up and shit. And I just remember like I didn't even hear Whammo until like I went to high school, because I went down to Pittsburgh Central.
Yeah.
And like on my drive-ins in the morning, because I only had an AM FM radio in my farm truck that I used to drive to school, bro.
Yeah.
And
I'm probably couldn't wait till you cross that.
As soon as I came through the Squirrel Hill tunnels, it was like static second, and boom, a banger.
Right, bro. Like I usually used to listen to that all the time. Then they stopped being on station, and then they came back. So.
Yeah, that's right. I thought they went away for a second there.
Yeah, they went away because like we were all kids in like school listening to it, and then they went away, so it was tight,
Yeah, And like, and another thing is too, I've like tried to contact Kiss too. I feel like they just don't look at their Instagram at all.
I need to
Like,
find someone to email. Like I haven't looked for Kiss yet because I used to like listening to Kiss. Like it would be good for music to hit Kiss because like, you hit both, you get both sides of an audience. You know.
right. And I guess that's one thing that I've always like really wondered is like, how much do these local radio stations try to work with local musicians and trying to get them exposure? Like, I feel like that it should be like at this point, you would think with, Wiz, Mac, and then with Fed to God and like his rise now. And you would think that, and Jimmy Wapo and like, countless others, you would think that at this point there would be some sort of, I guess, like pipeline in place, you know what I mean, with the local radio companies or someone, you know what I mean? Like it just seems like once you're like it's up to you to get out, you know what I mean? And I guess it's just like I'm wondering at what point are we just going to try and establish a pipeline to really make cultivate the music culture here in Pittsburgh? Because there's a lot of good musicians, not just in the rap scene, but all genres, you know what I mean?
All genres, exactly. And that's a good thing that you said because like I feel like Whammo like plays, they have their days when they play straight local artists and stuff. My boy works up there now and he's doing a great job at what he's doing up there for that. But like you said, I feel like that should be an easy pipeline. Get it heard through everywhere, you know?
Right. Absolutely. And then speaking on that, you did have a song that was played a lot on the radio. Why don't we talk a little bit about Pink Siobhan?
Okay. For that, when I made Pink Siobhan, it was funny. I literally, my boy, he had got on the radio and stuff. I'm like, that's one of the things I always wanted to cross off. And I'm like, dang, my boy's on there. Okay, so like, I got you. So I'm like, all right, let me make something that I feel like would just get on the radio. I know this would be some radio type play.
Right.
And Pink Siobhan kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you heard of Fashion Killer by A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. I'm pretty sure she's in it. Yeah, but off of that, I'm for Pink Chiffon. Pink Chiffon is more of like a fashion type, you know.
Right.
And I was like, all right, let me just go slow and see how it sounds. Let me speed it up, go back down.
Right.
Easy. And
it's
then
like,
in the
it's
summer,
like a runway song.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because like when I did, I'm like, I'm talking super slow on this. I'm like, what the heck? Let me speed it up just to get what I want in there. All right. And then like in the summer when it hit, like it's on the radio and then people are playing it on their boats and tagging me and whatever. Like I'm just seeing everybody say something. Right. So, okay. So I literally said I would make a radio play song and I did it.
Yeah. So it's like one little milestone checked off right there.
Yeah. So that was checked off easy. And then of course I started being on it for multiple weeks and then with that, so like, yeah. Pink Chiffon was the first song to get me on the radio, so I always loved that song.
Yeah. And how long ago did Pink Chiffon drop?
Pink Chiffon dropped. Oh, yeah, I literally released that last May or July. Okay. So like a year. So a year and like basically a year now. So
COVID summer.
Yeah.
Which explains why it's a little bit more mellow. Yeah.
Compared
to Mosh Pit, because now this is the summer where we're
right. You can tell the energy's different now. Like
absolutely,
we're off boats. We're going right.
fuck the yacht club. we're getting to the Mosh Pit, man.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, let's go ahead and play a little bit of a little sample of Pink Siobhan here for the audience.
All right.
And we want to go 10 in. All right, Pink Chiffon.
Pink Chiffon, she wear it cause she fun. 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 At the table eating fettuccine like a dawn. You can kill her off cause she always and chill out in the sun. Margaritas poolside, drink one and she done. Pass it to Big Slimmy, you know I'm gon' run and gun. And she wanna sightsee, take a trip out to San Juan. Pink she fun, she wear it cause she fun.
Yeah, dude, it's a banger too. But it's so wild to see the contrast
Yeah, facts, bro.
between that and Mosh Pit and just the 1 year.
Yeah, bro. Like I literally was like just made it like mellow for the girls, like chilling. Then right after that, put her in her Prada jacket. I know she want. I mean, yeah, you know, I just started rapping like that. So I went crazy. But yeah, for Mosh Pit and I, like I got like a lot of different songs that could go.
Right.
I
No,
just
for
feel like
sure. And like I said, and I feel like this is like I keep referencing back to Mosh Pit because it's just true at this point.
yeah,
Like
sure.
it's definitely going to be the one that gets you like that viewership that you need, right? And then it's just gonna filter down to the rest of the songs that are already bangers that are just like those diamonds in the rough that people haven't spent the time
Yeah.
to mind to yet.
Right. I'm waiting for stuff to blow so I can go back and do a Pink Chiffon music video. Me in a all pink suit eating fettuccine like a Don, you know. I might have to do it at your spot.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. We'll get you down at Frankie
Yeah.
P's with cooking at Casey's.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I already thought of it when I seen it. I was like, I'm thinking the future. I could do that video there.
Dude, hell yeah. Oh my god, we'd have to pink it out.
Yeah, pink it out.
And then I'll have my Italian grandmother in the kitchen just like stirring a pot of sauce with her hand, you know, because he's back there.
Some real Italian food, you know. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. So take me a little bit into the development of like the behind the marketing campaign that kind of went into it. We already touched upon like the radio side, right? Was there anything else that you did in terms of kind of just like spread the viewership out there? Any secrets that you may have that you want to share to any other musicians?
To be honest, like it's funny, like I got a lot of people that listen to my music, but not as much as I want yet, but like a lot from different countries and states and such. And a lot of people know me out here. Wherever I go, I know somebody and they like the music. It's all about, for me, I'm just like, dang, I'm being myself. I haven't even dropped a visual yet for any song I ever did. I'm just dropping music whenever, long periods of time, and people like it. So if I continue to do it, you know, keep doing it, then what would that progress to, you know? So for me, I feel like the reason people are doing it is because I'm really just being myself and they know me as a person. So they'll give me a try. And then when they do hear it, they're like, this is actually good. Let me pass it around, you know, let everybody hear it.
Right.
So,
yeah. I mean, it kind of just speaks to the person that you are. I mean, you're just a very genuine, easygoing person. You know,
appreciate you, my brother.
I mean,
yes, sir.
I don't even remember how you and I even like linked, but I think the first time we actually met in person was at Halloween party.
Yeah, that's the first time we met each other. I think maybe I seen you like one other time, but we didn't chill.
Right.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it. Speaking of like Devon and Rain, which I know you're very close with, how did they, I guess, like influence the choices that you make? Not even just with your music, but then I mean with Devin with the brand stuff. That, you know, I mean he's a god. I mean we'll just call it whatever.
Yeah, he's with Dev. Yeah, he's good what he does, as you can see, and we've been talking now, and we're gonna do something in the future, something crazy, but like just what he posted for the LA video, like some of that stuff, like I didn't even think was in the video, in the footage, and I swear he just pulls it out like when no one's looking, and dips it in. So like that was the first shit we went on. I was like, you can see he's talented from just that,
right?
Off rip. And with Rain, Pink Chiffon, Mills, all them joints, like Pink Chiffon and Mills Distortion, Ventilator. Those are right at his crib. Like, I made them at funny different times. Like, and let me think. For Mosh, he's the first person, like, he heard that stuff. Like, he was the one, like, really, like, snapping on me. Like, he's like, I don't get why you don't want to do this. Like, this is gonna be crazy. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it then. Forget it. And he's like, he heard it and he got so hyped, like way hyped than anything else I did. Because he's you see him channeling different things now. He's trying to see his boy
Right.
do the same. So with that's what got me hyped. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it and see what's up, and then continuing, and we're gonna keep going up after that.
Yeah. So what's it mean to you to have those two like in your life, and just like the influence that they bring to the table? What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me because I'm actually grateful to have some hard workers in, my corner.
Right.
Like if I'm not doing nothing, I could look at them and be like, oh yeah, they're doing something like that. I need to be doing something like that. If they can do it, I can do it.
Right.
That
right.
type of, even with you, you're doing this. You get to talk to us every day, asking us these questions, trying to pick the brain, because right now you're picking my brain. So, so yeah, you're doing a good job too. Like
Appreciate it, brother.
Got some guys in your corner, and if you got people in your corner, you can do something with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all about surrounding yourself with the right people, right? You know what I mean? The ones that are going to motivate you when you're not motivated, right?
Right.
The ones who are going to offer the critique that you may not want to hear, but they're going to tell it to you how it is, you know what I mean? And it's very hard to come by those type of people, you know what I mean? That's why it's like, I always say like, I have a lot of friends, but I have like only a few good friends, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
Ones that that like, if you send them the song, they're gonna tell you it's shit if it's shit. You know what I mean?
You want someone with that constructive criticism, like tell me.
Right.
That's that.
Yeah.
Like if we were doing something, like you wanted me to know, if you asked me something about something you did, you wanted to know the absolute truth. I gotta say that because I'd feel wrong if I didn't.
Right, because and that's what you would want in return too. You know what I
mean?
Right. We may not want the criticism, but
right.
we need the criticism in order to keep working on our craft and to work towards that perfection, right? Yeah, it's it's great to see. Just like, I've been covering the music scene now for like almost what, 2 years now, almost 3. And it's just amazing. Yeah, and it's just amazing to see just like the little communities inside of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like people from the outside, they're like, oh, it's a small city, everybody know everybody, right? But then there's like these like little pockets of artists that just like collab together, and they're just sharing ideas and raising each other up, and it's just great to see, honestly.
No matter the area, it's like we're like, if there's an event, like I always meet some new people that are doing something and they're good. No matter if it's music or whatever you're doing,
right?
It's a person that's good. It's good people, and I enjoy. I actually like the little meetups and things like that, because you never know who you're going to meet,
right?
And who's going to be there in the future,
right? And I think that's like one of the things that I really missed during like COVID, because I got into it like, about a year before COVID hit. So, and then it was like last summer, I just felt like we missed, or not so much we, but mainly I missed out on so much opportunity to just keep expanding, because I couldn't go to like Mr. Smalls or the Rex or anything. It's all closed,
Yeah.
And it's hard to keep just like DMing people on Instagram.
Right.
Like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? And they're like, dude, like, who are you?
Hey, you should say it's for the greater good, my guy. You'll love this. You'll love to do this show. That's probably me. I've been trying to do this forever. Right.
But when it comes to just like, I guess, where your brand was, right, and where your sound was, where did you just get the inspiration to start in the very beginning, and how did we get to where we are now?
Oh man, in the very beginning, I just always had people telling me like I feel like I would be able to do something, to be honest. Like there's like, I see how you are, how like you act and how you dress or whatever. That's like, I feel like you can do something with your life. And I just kept hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just tell myself that all the time, even when I'm down and out, like we all are.
Right.
I still feel like I kind of just try to hear the voices of everybody that kept saying I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives me a little boost, like, to be honest.
So who would you say is like some of your biggest supporters that, like, you know, on your bad days they notice, and you know they're that pick me up, you know, they're that lifeline, you know, who are those people to you that you look to as like, all right, I got, you know, not so much like do this for them, but in a way it's like, hey, like, you know, I know they just want the best for me.
Well, with that, I say my parents for real. My mom, she's just a big supporter. My dad's been in the like music industry and traveled and been with people like that. So like he knows, like, not talk to me soft, like, or anything, but he just wants, he's letting me know you gotta keep going. Like,
Right.
you have to. He's the one that told me that every day an artist literally write music no matter what it is. They always write something to get through the day. No matter what they're doing, there's something written in the notes, then you go on with that. So I usually text on the guys sometimes, you know, and pretty much it. Like my girl too, like she, you know, she's knowing words for words and getting right, you know. So once they get words for word, that's when I get hyped. That's when I start going up.
Yeah.
And I can hear the words for words people saying and stuff, then yeah. It's the best. That's the best feeling when someone's playing your music and they know the words.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely, and I feel like that's something that's going to be really cool to see. Do you plan on doing any shows like coming up? Like, is there
I've
any
been
opportunities?
Yeah, so I've been trying to get some shows in now, and you know, just so I know, like where we was at for the Halloween party.
Okay.
He wants to do a showcase with people. Some of my guys asked me to do something on Carson for a birthday, so like I'm trying to start doing stuff again. Like I need shows, like so I can get like looked at. I was going to do the Whammo thing with Trippy and Fed.
Okay, yeah.
For auditions, but I didn't know how many songs they needed. And I have like some, but I don't know if they want songs played that are on platforms and stuff already and stuff.
Right.
Like so I just was like, there'll be plenty of more times for that. I'm not stressing.
Right.
Yeah, so like those things I'm trying to start looking into and get right for that.
Okay. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about Mills Distortion. Right. So we want Headbanger in the beginning. We got a little mellow. And now we need that re-energize. Wow, I can't talk. I'm drunk over here on this whiskey, bro.
Hey, I get what you're saying.
I'm starting to slur my words. We need this.
I wasn't gonna say it either.
Energization.
I wasn't gonna say it either. So
re-energize. Just keep it simple.
Re-energize. Yes.
As I take another sip of stuff.
Replenishment. There you go. So for Mills, you're saying like you want to know how that was made?
Yeah.
Okay. This is funny. So I used to work for an ice delivering company, and we delivered through all states, like West Virginia, PA, Ohio, whatever. And Rain had Illegal had a show and said me and Rain to perform also. So I'm like, I don't even have a song of my own to perform. I just got songs with Rain that we got made, you know? I'm like, I'm literally sitting in the middle of the ice truck, like driver and the other dude. And I'm in the middle like this, just typing something on my phone. Like
in some back road in West Virginia.
Right, literally in West Virginia. I was in Moundsville while I was doing it. So I'm literally like this, typing. And I was like, okay, this could be good. Went to Rains and said, let me do this. Then I was like, I ain't dropping it, but like we just kept like when we do a show, we just play it. Like we played it at the show that I said I needed a song. So we would play it there all the time. And then I sent it to my boy Cam Raleigh for him to kind of mix it a little bit, make it a little distorted, of course, and then that's how it came to everybody. But me making it in a work truck during work hours, so. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, you know, it's like creation happens anytime, anywhere, man. There ain't no specific time that you just sit down and you write. It's whenever it comes to you.
No, facts.
You know what I mean?
Wait, actually, I gotta plug my phone in real quick.
Go for it. All right, what do you say we play Mills Distortion then for the audience?
All right, yeah, let's play that thing for him.
Yeah, let's give him a little taste,
Play my music to my mom, she like new age. Told her don't give up, I promise there'll be better days. Was in a dark place when granny passed away. Buying what I want, no need for layaway. Ayy, Saquon to the check, now watch me break away. Top notch, top rope, I'ma go insane. I can give you love, I can give you pain, but my presence is a lane where you can't complain. I'm just trying to get it before I lose my mind. I'm just trying to get it before I lose my mind. I'm just trying to get it before I lose my mind. Kick flip 180 while I'm on the grind.
Dude, the bass in that is fucking awesome.
Oh, no, appreciate you. And it's funny, with songs like that, because like literally going towards the end, like I always want to have something in there for you to like remember. So like
Right.
I'm literally talking to someone. I wanted someone to feel that. Like I literally just said, I can give you love, I can give you pain, but my presence is a lane where you can't complain. So like, yeah. I'm there for you.
180, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yes, kickflip 180 while I'm on the grind.
Dude, yeah, it's a bang. Like I said, dude, all your songs are bangers, and I really think that like Mosh Pit is definitely gonna get you the limelight that you deserve and that you've been like grinding towards. I mean, there's no, to me, there's just no reason why these shouldn't be bangers. I mean, and that just ain't me blowing smoke up your ass. Like, you know me, I tell it how it is. And
you keep it real.
Yeah, man, and they are like they're really good songs, and I think like I said, Mosh Pit with the music video that's gonna be coming out. I can't wait to see that. Like, what are some ideas that you have for that? Like, what are you bouncing around, man?
Bro, it's like kind of sad, like, because I feel like the song sounds like, you know, one of them old school joints, like when you're down in the basement, there's that couch right there. And then in the back, like, you just have this little rotten ass stage or whatever. You just performing like down there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So, like, usually you got a flag in the back. You know how there's a flag on the wall in the back.
Yeah, right.
Playing, and there's a little beat up couch, beer cans everywhere, whatever.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I want to go towards that because that's what I've been thinking. But if I'm working with someone that has super ideas too, I'm still like, we're going to see how it goes. Like, plans maybe a different event in the video they'll do, but I still want to have that in there. Or like me performing to a label, like yelling, like on just getting on top of the table.
Yeah.
Just yelling at the CEOs and all that. Like, going crazy. So I got a few things that I want to do. Just got to wait and see when I'm going to drop it and stuff for that.
Right. Yeah. And who are you working with? Have you picked anybody to work with yet?
I've been talking about a few people for different roles in it. So I don't know if I can let that out yet.
Oh.
Just know they're
they're
top notch. Huh?
Just gotta keep that lock key for now.
They're top notch guys, you know.
All right. Well, hey, if you need a headbanger, I mean, I can still go.
Oh no! You want to be in it? Do your thing. Do your thing.
I'll bring my own rail, bro. I promise you. I'll show up with my own rail.
Hey, I want people that are going stupid in that. So go ahead. Just don't bust your head open.
Like it's just gonna be like a whole mosh pit happening, and then like there'll just be like a pan to the corner in that basement you're talking about. And it's just me in the corner with a rail in front of me, and I'm just like on my own. Like,
I'll make sure the camera will pay attention to you too, so you can really someone be in the comments like, "Yo, who is that? Why is he going crazy?"
It's just like you have this whole music video playing, and then you know how they put in those like little cut things down in like the bottom of videos sometimes,
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
that the entire time, just like me on her.
That'd be crazy. Like I said, if you're gonna do something like that in the video, people on YouTube gonna be like, yo, who is that? You about to go viral.
It's like the last thing you would expect. It's just
Mm-hmm.
3 minutes straight of just a person
Like,
headbanging.
why is that dude going stupid in the corner like that? I want to know.
Oh,
Fact.
fuck. So so I know you said that like you were typing this up and in the ice truck like down in West Virginia, but I hear like a little bit of like this is like a release, like you were trying to like work through something in this song.
Yeah, yeah. So that was really just like I had a lot of stress, like just I just didn't. It was more stress like me not doing music and me like I literally challenged myself. Well, if you want to make music and you have one day to do it right here in the work truck and let some things out like when I talked about my grandma in it and whatever else, like the things that I want to do and what I can do. It's just like I have that much time. Like if someone probably put it like little sand joint, like a little thing for me right there,
Yeah.
and they flipped it, that's probably when I would really get everything I want out. It would be random as hell, but it would mix together good.
Right.
Just like for that. Like I had one day to make that song
Right.
while I was working. So then I just added whatever in there, which I feel like I need that to continue to be on me so I can continue to keep doing that type of stuff. Because that's what I want to go for. Like I said, we know.
Right.
Get some things like that mixed together. So yeah.
No, for sure. And just like I keep referencing back to my poetry, it's the same thing, man. It's like, you kind of just throw everything out on the page and then like then you work on like restructuring things and seeing where things fit and what you might need to cut and rewrite and it's truly writing. I mean, writing or typing, however people do it nowadays, it's just like it's such a release to just kind of sit there and just kind of like connect with your inner self and just like truly work through some things that you may have been putting off because like, hey, like this such and such happened, like but I got work, whatever, like I haven't got the time to sit there and process this stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think like us being guys is like I don't think people realize is like when it comes to like mental health is like a lot of the people you're listening to their music, like Mac Miller, prime example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he pours his heart out in all of his songs because he's like working through his inner demons, right? He's trying to find his hero.
No matter if you're rich or poor, like bro, it's still going to be with you, attached to you, like
Right.
all that. I mean, Polo G is one of my favorites, so I don't know if you like Polo G.
I do like Polo G.
But I feel like he speaks a lot. And when I drink and stuff or whatever, when I'm about to do music, like I listen to him, like he really gets me like in my zone. But I can't match what he's doing yet. Like talk like him in my music, like all the hurt stuff and all that. Like for me, it's different. Like it comes in a little bit of it in a song. Like he can do a whole song like that. Right. And that's what I'm trying to learn to do, like to relate to a lot of people. That's the only thing I'm still learning for.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is with like music too is like I feel like so many people get caught up on beats and like writing the perfect hook and stuff, but truly it's like some of the people that I love to listen to it's more like I'm hearing it's a story, it's not a song.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like they're just rapping a story that they wrote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's like where you get some of the artists that like we went through that whole like SoundCloud era, right?
Yeah, definitely that.
And all like 50 different littles that popped up in one year, and like,
no,
but then but they don't stay around. You know what I mean? It's the ones who truly are able to tell the story through their music, song by song, album by album. Those are the ones that stay around. Those are the ones that people idolize at the end of the day.
And they're versatile. They get in anything. Like they can still relate, but they still relate back to their main core, what they were, you know.
I-
So
yeah, absolutely. And you know, like I said, and as we're kind of wrapping up, is like just if you go on like your Spotify page now and just like clicking through the songs, like you can start hearing some of the stories that are coming out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
bro.
I'm really excited to see, like, as you break away kind of from the tradition in which you originally started with, and as you get down this more, you know, rap rock, you know, Juice World type genre. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
very interested in seeing
Yes, sir.
how this story gets built, and then how the brand then follows that story.
I appreciate that, brother. Like I'm literally like I'm always gonna do every type of music type scene. Like I just like I said, I told my parents I want to do everything. Like no matter the genre. Like I want to be the person they could say like, oh yeah, he can come in, he'll listen to it and he'll vibe, he'll go off of what you did. You
Right.
know? Which will happen. Like people will see. Like I just trying to let it be known that I'm just not gonna be like just a rapper. You know.
No, absolutely. You're a musician. You know what I mean? It's a and I feel like people are starting to. I felt like we fell into this like kind of culture of like strictly adhere, like having artists adhere to the genre that they like became known for. You know what I mean? Like, and
Mhm.
it was like frowned upon when they would deviate away from it.
Right, right, right.
But I feel like now, like I feel like that attitude, that mindset is like fastly, in my opinion, kind of going away. Because I feel like you're seeing more and more artists like test the waters and different styles and different,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's becoming more acceptable socially, or in the grand schemes of of society.
Right. That's the most important thing though. I mean, like I said, people always think someone does music. There's way more than into it, and a lot of people take that stuff seriously, like super serious.
Right.
It's crazy, man. We probably could go on and on for light years about this.
Yeah. Well, hey Slim, I appreciate you for stopping by the stoop. We waited, God, for fucking ever to do this
Hey, we'll give it
episode.
a year. We probably waited a year. Because when I first met you, I was like, bro, this thing looks hard. Like, let me get on here and see how it goes. Then we're just like, ah. But
But
you're funny though. You started to make sure you're texting like, yo, caption. What's going on, caption?
dude, I gotta be on it, man. I
Like I
gotta.
said, man, I'm sometimes I procrastinate. I'm a good person, but I gotta get out. I gotta sweep that out of there now. So appreciate you having me on the show, my brother. Ask some
Absolutely,
good
brother.
questions.
Hey,
You know,
please go ahead, give yourself a shout out. That way people know where to find you, your music. And don't forget, Mosh Pit is released right now, as in the day that we're recording this episode here on July
yes, sir.
21st, heading into July 22nd here at midnight. Becomes available on all platforms. So Slim, go ahead, let them know where they can find it.
Hey, Mosh Pit, it's on all platforms. Whatever you want, whatever you do, whatever you like to listen on, it's on there. Um, follow me on IG. It's One Slim Trendy. Follow me on Twitter. It's One Slim Trendy. Facebook, Khalil Young. There's the government. Oh yeah. Whatever y'all like to do on SoundCloud, also Slim Trendy. It's on there.
All right, Slim. I appreciate you again for stopping by the stoop today. Everyone, please make sure to go and check out Mosh Pit. Again, it is released by the time you will be listening to this episode, as it comes out a couple days after Slim has dropped his new single. So again, on all major platforms, so make sure to go and check that out. And don't forget to check us out at www.legendsofthestoop.com to hear the latest episodes, stay up to date on all things Legend of the Stoop, rewatch some old episodes, get in contact with me if you're trying to book an interview, whatever it is, everything can be found right there on the website, links to our Instagram and our Facebook page. And as always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, for both of us, right? We can't be doing what we love to do if it ain't without your support, and which is greatly, greatly appreciated. And again, this is your host, Mike Pernice, signing off from the Stoop. Again, thank you guys for tuning in.